Weird lenses, part 4. This is the Helios 44-2 f2 58mm lens, which you've probably heard of, and is part of the Soviet lens series, which you've probably seen before. They're super popular and have been used in films like the Dune Saga and the Batman. And it looks something like this. Oh, I've got to get rid of that bag. Just hoping all of the crap that I've just don't. I'm just gonna hide. There's crap everywhere. I'm packing for a really long trip. So, yeah, anyway. So part 4, we're talking about the Helios lens. This is a pretty incredible, really famous lens now, and there's not a lot I can say that hasn't already been said. It's pretty spectacular. It's really interesting. It's very weird. It comes with that spirally bokeh, whatever it is. The outer focus area is kind of swirly. It's the poor man's Petzval lens, which, there are now literally poor man's Petzval lenses, but that's another weird lens. It's not something you often see in the doc or commercial world, but you might see this a little bit more in music videos. You'll see this in narrative. It really pushes a particular feeling, and with it being so stand out as a lens, with the amount of character and the kind of character that it has, it's kind of hard not to see why this lens has been used. It isn't perfect. The model that I have in particular is battered. I've probably had this lens nearly 15 years. And when I was in sixth form college, like doing photography in a dark room, shooting on film all the time and developing my own film, I used to go out of my way to try and find used, old or interesting like lenses or cameras, and I actually picked it up in a job lot with a Zenit EM. Now, if you know this camera or you're into film photography, you should. It's something you should probably know. They are built like tanks, and yeah, it's a pretty simple SLR. It's not the best film camera by any stretch of the imagination, but it's pretty cool and it looks pretty cool, and that's kind of the point. So yeah, I used it with this because it's the M42 mount. I hope. M42. M43. I'm going with M42. I'll have to look that up. You might want to look that up as well. Typically, I don't really use this lens much at all. It's not something that really resonates with me as a look and feel across a project most of the time. I've actually only ever used it on one real project. I've tested it out, played with it, and I've shot loads of film on it. I've shot loads of 35 stills. I travelled across Thailand, Bali, went to Germany with it, ironically. Yeah, for film, it was spectacular. It was a really lovely focal length, 58mm. It's not particularly normal. It's not particularly not normal either as a focal length, but it's the effect that you get. That's why it's in the weird lens series. But yeah, it's pretty beautiful. At the moment, they're super cheap because other lenses have come into play. You can get them rehoused. Iron Glass do an incredible job of that. There's also like cheaper options, BTF lenses. They do some really nice mods for them. Mine, I've literally, because I don't use it and I don't care for it too much. I say I don't care. I love it, but you get what I mean. I don't use it all the time. I've just got I think it's a Tilta rubber gear ring. I don't know, and then a AMO for generic brand 49 to 82 adapter on the front, and then some generic lens caps, which is what I do with all of my vintage glass until a point in which I can afford to rehouse them. But yeah, anyway, it's a pretty iconic lens. There's not a whole lot I can say that you shouldn't already know or wouldn't already know or couldn't find in the next 5 minutes by Googling it or looking on YouTube. But yeah, pretty weird lens.